Okay, so now we start with the front. I have moved the sheet, so this point is 0. 0 is on that side. This point 4, which was on the opposite side, I've moved it around, so point 4 is over here. Okay, so the first we draw is the neck for the back, for the front. So 4, we mark a point 4 to 20, we mark a point 20 is 1/5 of neck. Now neck, if you remember, is 37, so it's 7.4 minus 0.7, which is 6.7. So mark a point which is 1/5 of neck minus 0.7. That's your point 20. Okay, 20, and from 20 mark another point which is the width of the dart that has been given to you. So the dart in my case was 7 centimeters, so a dart of 7 centimeters, I'm going to mark that point as well. Just for now, I'm just marking it. Okay, mark the point for the dart. The point of the dart is actually 27. I've gone a little ahead, but nevertheless, let's for now draw this. Now, go down from 4 to 21, which is 1/5 of neck, again, 7.4 minus 0.2. So 7.2. And that is 0.21. Okay? Now, from 3, remember this was point 3. 3 to your next point is 22, which is half chest. Chest measurements for me were 32.4, so which becomes 16.2. So half chest plus half the measurement of the dart. So the dart is 7 centimeters, half of that is 3.5, right? So 16.2 16.2 plus 3.5 is 19.7. So I mark 19.7 over here, which is 0.22. Now again, I will repeat this. This length is half your chest, not your bust. It's half your chest measurement plus half your dart measurement. Whatever your dart measurement was given in the chart, that is your dart measurement. Okay, so that's your point 22. Now 3 to 23. 23 is the halfway point between 22 and 3. So that is point 23. Okay, now from 23, drop a perpendicular down 2.5 centimeters, lightly, draw it lightly and join it to the point 26. 26 is your bust point. So if you would like, in brackets, can you put BP over there, which stands for bust point. Okay, now join 26 to point 27, which I had already made you mark along the neck, and 20, which makes your dart. Okay, clear so far? So your dart is 20, 26, 27, right? Now, on the other side, on your shoulder, from point 11, which was your shoulder point from your front, right? Drop a small guide point, which is 1.5 centimeters down. 1.5 centimeters down. So that is 1.5 centimeters. I drop a mark and draw a line, not a very long line, let's say approximately a 15 centimeter line parallel to the line from 10 to 11. Okay. Once you've drawn this, now we create our shoulder. If you remember, shoulder for me was 12.25. Whatever your shoulder is, by the same process, you hold it. This time we don't add 1 centimeter. We don't add. So it's just your shoulder, 12.25. Place one point of it on point 27 and intersect it with the line. Intersect it with the line which I have drawn parallel to the line from 11 and mark my point. This point is 30. Okay. Okay, so I have point 30. Now we do is that 22, from 22 you go up kind of perpendicular to 22. You draw a guideline lightly, don't have to draw it darkly. Okay, from 22 I've drawn a guideline. Mark point that will be 31. Mark point 31. 31 is 1/3, 1/3 of 3 to 21. So 31, 22 to 31 is 1/3 of 3 to 21. Clear? Now mark point 32, which is the midpoint between 14 and 22. 14 was half back from the back, and 22 we have just marked. So 14 and 21 mark the midpoint of that. That midpoint is 32. Right? Drop a perpendicular from 32 to intersect your waistline, your hip line, all the way down to the bottom, and you have 33 and 34. Okay, 33 and 34. Okay, so now you join 30 and 27. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so that you have a good no, you need to be a little further away, so you have a sense of how both the armholes will now get placed. Okay, I'm going to draw two guidelines. Draw two diagonal lines, one from 22 and one from 14. Okay. At 14, it's 2.5 centimeters, and at 22, it's 2 centimeters. So I'm going to just draw those two marks, right? So from 22, 2 centimeters is there, and 2.5 centimeters is over here. Now these are your guidelines, and I am going to draw my sleeve arm round. Now please watch carefully, right? I am touching point 11, 16, and if I just keep it like that, then I don't touch 2.5 over there, right? So my arm, my French curve will go in. I start by drawing a short line connecting these two. Okay, little bit, it's gone in a little bit. Now take it out and complete the rest of the line. So if you see this point, it's like this, right? So I have touched my point from 2.5, touched 16, touched 11 and touched 32. My line will not dip beneath this point. Okay, it won't go beneath 32. It will not curve in and out, right? In the same way I flip my French curve to develop the armhole for the front. Now I will try, and this time it is possible to touch 30, 31, my guideline, and 32, right? I need to just lift it up a little bit, and there you have the armhole. That is your completed armhole for both the front, which is here, and the back. Okay, and here from 20 I drop an up a neckline. Okay, let's get this closer. 20 I drop a neckline. When I do the neckline, I prefer to first draw a short perpendicular guideline at 21 to ensure that my curve doesn't go beneath the line and create a upward at my neck, right? I use this as the starting point, mark a point about approximately 2 centimeters away or 1.5 centimeters away, and use that. Please do note for future reference which parts of the French curve I am using to create my necklines. That is my neckline for the front. Going on to my neckline for the back. It's reverse. Okay, see, watch, it's reversing it. I'm using this part. Same principle, make sure that there is a guideline over there, and yeah, and I connect 9 and 1, and that's my back neck. Okay, now since this is a sheath, we will stick to a single dart for now. Okay, this 32, 33, 34 is my side seam. So what I'm going to do very quickly is, if you just bear with me for a second, I'm going to get a red pen and show you which parts of it you will cut out. Okay, before you do, a couple of things, a last couple of things. Now these are two patterns, back and front, which complete two parts of a single pattern. Okay, so as such, these are things we write on the pattern. What is it that we write? We write size 12, right? Size 12, part 1 of 2, which means it's the first part of two parts of a two-part pattern, right? This is the back. Please write your name, whatever your name is. Okay, so size 12, part 1 of 2, back, your name. If you have these written, then and write what pattern it is. Sheath. A is that if you lose it, nobody is going to take your pattern, and B. And the second thing, couple of other things that you mark. Similarly, for your front, you will write the same thing, size 12, part 2. This time it's part 2 of 2. Front, your name, and write sheath. Right? Now that you've written both, mark the grain line. This is your grain line. You can just follow the dart lines for this. Joining 26 all the way to the bottom will give you the same thing. You can just draw this as your grain line, or you could just draw your grain line separately. It is important because once you have your side seam, your hip curve, sometimes it becomes difficult to understand how the grain line is placed, especially since a lot of designs are now asymmetrical. So please do mark your grain line in every part of the pattern, not just the front, not just the back, but for both. And the last little thing is that what we do is we mark this kind of a sign, right? This basically means that your pattern is on fold. Similarly, same thing for the back, and that's your, and you can always label it. This is your center front, that is your center back, and this, sorry, is your side seam. Okay, my writing may be a little wonky because I'm trying to give it to you. So wait, I'm just going to switch to another video so that I can tell you how to cut it, and also to explain to you a little bit about truing patterns.